or when I was in middle school, everyone had to prove that they were better than the other person. I don't know why, it was just how people's brains were wired. And one day I was walking to class, and there was these group of boys, I don't remember their names, but they were talking about each other, and they were just having fun talking about each other. Nobody was, or I don't know if it was serious or not. But then I'm walking to class, and they decided to talk about me, and I turn around, and I have this little moment with the Lord, and I say, the Lord wants me to go to class and continue getting my education, but I want to face temptation and go and start making fun of these people. And I decided to make fun of them. I'm not gonna lie. I did not follow the Lord that day, and I faced the consequences because everything got taken away that day. And after everything had settled over, I decided to do something I haven't done in a long time. I got on my knees in front of my bed, and I decided to pray to the Lord. And I asked the Lord to forgive me for what I've done, because He and I both know that's not the person that my parents have been raising this whole time.
Amen. Amen.
And after I prayed to the Lord, I had a shift in my life. My grades were better. I used to be getting B's. I just rose to all A's. I started helping out the teachers and everything that I could. And so I opened my Bible one day, and I found this verse, Luke chapter 15, verse 7. And it reads, I tell you that in the same way there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous persons who need no repentance.
All right.
So I believe it's safe to assume that heaven was turning over that day because lost souls had finally repented.
All right.
And now I'd like to involve you all in this little talk today. Can you raise your hand if you've ever done something that you've known would drive you away from the Lord? And did you feel deep regret or remorse after that decision? And many people don't know this. I try to help explain this at school, but after you feel that regret, that's the time that you pray to the Lord and you ask for forgiveness, because the Lord is always forgiving. And some people say they don't know how to pray. I hear that all the time. I don't know how to pray. How do I pray? And the only answer to that is there's no real way to pray. Prayer comes from the heart. And if you don't know what your heart wants, then you can't have a prayer ready. Okay. Now, repentance is easy to do because it doesn't have to be put on. Nobody else has to know that you're doing it. It's between you and God. And I think it's amazing how something so personal as a prayer leads to something slow down. Something as personal as a prayer leads to something as great as a change in your life that can boost you and the people around you.
Wow.
And the Lord knows what we want in our hearts. So don't be afraid of messing up a prayer, because the Lord knows what you truly want. And where's my scripture at?